What's up, Lombres? It's Mudicolo. Welcome back to Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions. Last episode, we fought those guys hanging out in the desert. Took forever to do it. Was trying to get some skills. Didn't quite happen. I went ahead, I moved over here so we don't have to risk me running into a random encounter and whatnot. So let's just jump right in.
What madness possessed you that you would abandon your post to traipse about the desert? Silence is not the answer I seek. Speak, and be quick with it.
'Twas I forced Mudicolo to go.
Was that the way of it, Mudicolo? The leader let your better judgment astray?
No, I went of my own choosing. The fault lies not with him. 'Tis Mudicolo's noble disposition that guides his tongue, my lord. It is not as he. You needn't be false on my behalf, Delita. It was I who chose to disregard orders.
Might I pose a question, Mudicolo? What purpose do laws serve when we even those who would enforce them choose not to pay them heed? Adherence to the rule of law is a knight's solemn duty. It falls upon us, as Beelves, to hear of the burden of example. Is your intent to live up to your name, or drag it with you through the mire?
Forgive me, Lord Brother. I believe the point is made, is it not, Dice Dog? You must not let the how of it seal. Oh, okay. You must not let the how of it steal your eyes away from the what. Their rescue of the Marquise was no small feat. It is the way of young men to be impetuous in their haste to do great things. We were most not unlike them once. I'm awful at reading.
To coddle them is to do them disservice, your grace. They need learn integrity.
So, you are Lord Dice Dog's younger brother. Rise, son of Galleon. Indeed, you are the very ghost of Barbineth. His fire burns in your eyes, I can see it. Such strength and vitality would be wasted atop the castle walls. Clearly not a voice my throat was ever destined to do.
Our campaign against the Corpse Brigade draws near its end. I will permit you to join in the final stage. Coordinated strikes are to be made on a number of their dens ere long. You will lead one of those assaults.
Very well, Lord Brother.
My apologies, your grace.
It was not of your doing, Dice Dog. In truth, it serves only to show the caliber of man we were dealing with in Gustav. A change in plans was inevitable once the fool went and staged the kidnapping within our very borders. And let us not forget they did save the Marquise's life. He will now be honor-bound to Quincy, whatever that word is. In the end, your brother's deeds have placed us in quite the favorable position.
The king's life hangs by a thread. We must move quickly now.
Indeed, my dear friend, I trust you will not fail me. Ugh. I need to stop picking these really shitty voices. So, now we've discovered that things aren't as it seems at the Egros Castle, and we've got this new point. Oh, speaking of new, changed the party around a little bit. I realized there wasn't really a whole lot of purpose of me being a chemist, so I moved to being a white mage. Excuse me, already starting off with the unprofessionalism. Shelby's still rocking as a black mage. Moved Gerb to a monk because one of his end classes isn't knight, so I don't need him to stay there right now. Chris still rocking the thief. Adam's still a monk. And I guess real quick we should just go ahead and give these guys some... Never mind, you can't learn shit. What about you? Give you defend so you don't die as quickly, I guess. Alright, there we go. And hopefully we don't run into an encounter here. Alright. Let's make this quick. We're gonna hold off on using you for just a little bit, Adam. I really want to get Gerb to his next class, because it's actually... Oh, never mind. I can bring you anyway. I lied. We are all good. We are a squishy band of people. I was really wanting this to be an actual level. I guess I could have save stated and then just reloaded. But oh well. What are we fighting? If it's not too bad... It's looking like 3 enemies, maybe 4. Gonna go ahead and give Gerb that speed up. Actually, part of me just wants to use the speed up button on this. I don't know why I'm moving so far up. I'm a priest. Use fundamentals. So I think I should really go back and reteach to Gerb, because, or not Gerb, reteach to Adam, because, I want to make him hit a lot harder. But he's not gonna stay a monk for very long either. Alright, Chris, this is actually your time to shine. Come on, Chris, 40%. Ah, Chris, come on. Jupiter. Lampetros. Lampetos. Killix? Man, what's your name, Mr. Panther? I didn't pay attention to it. Camp! Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, no, he'll move. Alright, let's see if I can get this protect off. And, oh my gosh, that's such a... Oh gosh. Oh gosh, that frame drop. Oh, the spell casting frame drop. Oh no. Alright, let's see here. Let's try one more time. Actually, no, that was a really bad idea. I don't know why I attempted that anyway. Now I need to move. Did anyone get protect out of that? Okay, some people did. Oh my goodness. So, these missions are, as I said, a little harder. These enemies actually scale. Go ahead and heal you up a little bit. Just because why not? I'm not really sure why Adam has item potions. But he does. And at this point, I think Gerb can just one-shot people. But yeah, no, looking at it, man, I wonder if it's because I'm actually currently uploading an episode. I wonder if that's what's causing my frame to drop. That's a little unfortunate, but oh well. What can you do? That protect coming through. That would have hurt. It's gonna land in. Oh, it's gonna land in 2 turns. I'm down with that. Move you over here. Can we get this one? Nope. You're not a very charming person, Chris. People just don't find you attractive. Maybe it's all the Mountain Dew you drink and all them Doritos you eat. This goblin's like, yo, I heard you were trying to hit up my girl. Tailwind. Let's get Gerb rocking a clean sweep. So anyway, for I think for future reference, we're just gonna save state, and if we run into a random encounters, we're just gonna load the save state and try and walk past it, because I don't want to eat away your guys' time. Because playing all these random encounters will make the game so much longer. All right, let's see what this does. You should. Still don't knock people out. All right, well, you come pretty close, which in all honesty is good enough for me. Come on, you can do it. One thing I missed though is in the older games, there was sometimes units had a chance to like just say something before, like right before they cast their spell, and it was just like a text box, and it was always the same. Like each spell only had one. It wasn't like there was like 2 or 3 that they would cycle through. But I still thought it was really neat and creative, and I miss it. Don't you do it? Reported. Don't gain a level off of hitting us. About to hit this man for a lot of damage, boys. 18. More than Chris. which is weird. Knock this man's socks off. That protect, I love it. I thought Adam was deleted for a second, so I was like, oh, when are you gonna move him? Alright, Adam, let's get you this. Yeah, I've got Adam set up really bad right now. He can't gain JP with item. And once protect is expiring. Can we get the double knockout? I think actually we can. Good job, everybody. Also, I don't know what just happened. I think I gained a level. I have 0 experience, so yeah. What's interesting, though, is I think you gain 10 experience no matter what every time. So it's just like after every 10 actions you level up? Which to me just seems weird from the standard, like, you know, there's a higher XP value every time. So, you know, it takes a little more and a little more every time you level up. Alright, well, there's that random encounter. Again, I apologize. So, we actually are doing a little well on time. This one's running a little short. We could dive into the Chronicles if we want. Yeah, let's do that. Careful study of these works will no doubt shed light on the secrets behind the War of the Lions. Let's look at some events. Oh boy. What is a persona? A bunch of characters that have not been introduced. Well, some of them have. Let's look at the events. Excuse me. The Knight's Apprentice. Here's all we know. Several of the Knights Apprentice and I, all of us soon to graduate into the ranks of knighthood, were called to gather at the Academy Hall. An unsavory band of outlaws known as the Corpse Brigade continues to plunder and loot throughout Galleon, and plans are afoot for the order to rid the land of these ne'er-do-wells. We Knights Apprentice are charged with providing rearguard support. Oh, okay. Okay, that's interesting. Well, then these. Okay, so this is just how this happened. So I guess we could look at some of these characters. So there's me. I'm 16 years old. Knight's Apprentice of the Royal Military Academy at Garland. House Beowulf has long been a respected military family, and for generations has produced commanders of the Order of the Northern Sky. Born to a different mother than his 2 elder brothers, Mudokolo, the great house's youngest son, harbors feelings of the integrity of his true-born siblings. Delita Hyrule. Delita is Mudokolo's childhood friend and knight apprentice at the Royal Military Academy at Garland. Born to a farming family in the Demizens of House Beowulf, Delita and his sister were taken by the late Lord Barbaneth after losing both parents to the Black Death. Despite his low birth, he was allowed into the academy at Lord Barbaneth's request. Alma Beowulf. The youngest of the 4 Beowulf children, Alma is Mudokolo's full sister. When you can't even say your own name, that's when you know you got a problem. How the hell am I gonna mess up my own name? She attends at the Egros Preparatory Academy, and like her brother, was born of a different mother than the elder Beowulf siblings. Well, yeah, you said he was his full sister. Alma's bright and cheerful demeanor charms all of those around her. She doesn't look very cheerful. She looks like she's got a massive case of resting bitch face. So does Arslan, now that I'm looking at him. I think he actually has it worse. Since birth, oh my gosh, she has a second page. Alma has spent almost her entire life within a monastery, and has only recently returned to live in the Beowulf Manse. Because of their similar circumstances and closeness in age, she finds favor with Mudokolo over her elder siblings, and, you know, the fact that they're full siblings.
Lord Zalbag. Lord Commander of the Order of the Northern Sky and holder of the title Knight Devout. Zalbag is the second eldest of the Beowulf brothers. His countless victories in the 50 Years' War led to late King Dinamda IV to declare the savior of Ivalice is in Gallion, and his name is Beald. Zalbag is also a devout member of the Church of Glabados. Lord Dystarg. Dystarg is the eldest of Beowulf brothers and a military tactician in the service of Duke Larg, Liege Lord of Gallion. In accordance with the wishes of his late father, Lord Barbaneth Dystarg ceded the position of commander of the Order of the Northern Sky to his brother Zalbag. Instead, he became a strategist for Duke... yeah, I got that right. For Duke Larg, a friend of Dystarg's since childhood. Dystarg is Duke Larg's most trusted retainer. In addition to being a master tactician, it is also said that he's an expert swordsman who well versed in the ways of magic. Alright, Duke Larg. Liege Lord of Gallion and true-born brother to Queen Lovera, wife of King Onodera III. House Larg is a branch of the Atkasha royal family and can trace its roots to King Dinamda II, the monarch responsible for the 50-Year War. Duke Larg served as a general in that of conflict, and today possesses command of the authority over the Order of the Northern Sky. Alright. Duke Goltana. I don't think we've actually been introduced to this guy yet. I think he's just been mentioned. The ruler of Zeltenia, Duke Goltana, like Duke Larg, is descended from the line of Kings Dinamda II, the monarch responsible for the 50 Years' War. His standard is the Black Lion, one head of the royal family twins-headed lion crest. He served as a general in the 50 Years' War and now controls the Order of the Southern Sky, one of the great knight orders of Ivos. How many more we got? Queen Loveria. Wife of King Ondoria III of Ivalice, and true-born sister to Duke Larg. Loveria became queen at 20 years of age and gave birth to 3 sons. Her first 2 children died shortly after birth, leaving the infant Prince Orinus as the only heir to the throne. The king's ill heart has left him distant from affairs of government, making the queen the de facto ruler of Ivalice. Okay, and now Prince Orinus has appeared. He's 1 year old. That does not look like a 1-year-old, I'm sorry. The third son born to King Ondoria III and Queen Loveria. As their first 2 children died shortly after birth, Prince Orinus is heir to the throne at Ivalice. Few among the citizenry retain faith in their current king, who rarely participates in matters of government. Citing ill health, most realize that the regent who governs in this phase has the true power. Ondoria III. That was a glorious beard, my sir. 18th monarch in the Atkasha line, Ondoria III has crowned after Dinamda IV's death from illness to the final days of 50 Years' War. In stark contrast to his predecessor, who had led his own troops into battle, Ondoria is frail, weak-willed, and generally ill-suited to this position. He lies in his sickbed as the court hurriedly prepares for Prince Orinus to ascend the throne. Argath Thadalfus. Born at Lafondas in Limberry, Argath is a knightly apprentice in the household of Marquis Elmdor. His family was brought to ruin during the 50 Years' War, and it's Argath's ambition to bring honor back to the Thadalfus name by becoming a knight. However, this obsession often causes him to act without regard for others, giving him a reputation of selfishness. Wygriff Falls. Leader of the Corpse Brigade, a group of brigades terrorizing Gallion. During the 50 Years' War, he served as leader of the Deadmen, a company of volunteer soldiers assembled from the peasantry. Although they fought valiantly, they were no longer needed after Ivalice's defeat, and at the war's end were summoned and discharged without compensation. Marquis Elmdor. Liege Lord of Limberry, Marquis Elmdor battled fearlessly against the Ordalian army when it invaded Ivalice in the later days of the 50-Year War. Hailed by friends as a Silver Prince for his bright metallic armor and long silver hair, he was feared by foes as the Silver Demon. He is a devout member of the Church of Glabados and an ordained inquisitor. Teietrahyro.
Tietra is Delita's younger sister with an obnoxious-ass voice because this Let's Player doesn't know how to pick good voices. Both are children of a simple farmer who lived and worked on land owned by House Bjalv. Lord Barbaneth Bjalv assumed custody of both Tietra and Delita soon after their parents were taken by the Black Death. Tietra secretly worries about her brother, who has been sent to the academy. She is a dear friend of Alma Bjalv. Lord Barbaneth. Former Lord Commander of the Order of the Northern Sky, Lord Barbaneth was hailed as Knight Gallant, the highest rank in all of knighthood. His countless victories helped to compensate for Ivalis's inferior members. Whoa. Inferior numbers in the 50 Years' War. Fear of this lord convinced Ordalia to agree to an equal peace. Although Ivalis had in fact lost, he died of malady at war's end. Gustav. The Corpse Brigade's lieutenant commander and former lieutenant of the Deadmen, Gustav was Knight of the Order of the Northern Sky before joining the Deadmen. However, the atrocities committed by the Order, such as the mass killing of enemy soldiers and the sacking of villages, convinced him to leave it. He was slain by Wygrif after abducting Marquis Elmdor. Does it say deceased up there? It just doesn't give an age. Arslan Durai, a modern-day scholar of medieval Ivalisian history. Arslan is well known as an archaeologist and a theologian, and many recall the controversy sparked by his interpretation of the Durai Papers. He has penned such classic works as The Enigmatic War of the Lions, The True Saint Ajora, and the Durai Papers, 400 Years of Truth. Oh, Arslan Durai. Oh, okay. Why did it scroll me up? Alright, well that was just a little bit of background. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If not, I'm sure you just fucking signed out already. But if not, I think I'm gonna wrap it up right here, guys. Thanks for watching. Have yourselves a good day.